Hello, I am Goose. I'm a little bit irked today. If there's one thing I hate, it's being lied to about something that's wrong. There's nothing more frustrating than being told there's an issue with something, and then not being told what it is specifically, especially if it's my responsibility to fix that thing. It doesn't help at all, not me or anybody. All it does is give me a headache. Today, I'd like to address one of the biggest offenders at the moment, and one of the first instances I've dealt with firsthand of this company being a real pain. I'm talking about YouTube, specifically YouTube creator support. This video is not going to be embellished or exaggerated in any way, as it's ridiculous enough on its own. All I'm going to do is share with you the details of what happened between me and 4 separate instances I tried to reach out to YouTube for help regarding this issue. And also just, I suppose, vent my frustrations about it. This is about the closest you'll get to a story time video out of me, so you better treasure it. Let's begin. On November 12th, 2024, I got an email from YouTube about getting the chance to earn an additional $200 on my YouTube check by participating in a new program, the YouTube Membership Bonus Program. Kind of a mouthful, isn't it? So I'm just going to condense it down to MVP for the rest of the video. Now, the MVP seemed like a very simple, straightforward program. It only had 2 requirements. Make 2 members-only posts, and make 2 long-form members-only videos. And keep all 4 of them members-only until the end of the program, which was December 17th of the same year. After that, you can make them public no problem. Now, this seemed like a no-brainer for me. $200 for doing what I've been doing, just making it members-only for a little while? Absolutely! So, I applied, and 2 days later, on my YouTube channel's 4th anniversary, I got an email confirming I'd been accepted into the MVP. And with that, I started making stuff. I made a few videos that I was already working on to be members only, and then I made a few posts talking to my channel members about what kind of benefits they'd want out of being members. And just like that, it was done and dusted. I sat back until the MVP was over. Imagine my surprise when, a day before the program ends, I'm looking through my YouTube studio to look at my analytics, when I see a little button in the top right corner of the Memberships tab. This is, or was, since it's not on YouTube Studio anymore, a button that you use to upload videos specifically for the MVP. I was certainly caught off guard, because at no point in my tenure as a YouTube creator did I ever need to go into the Analytics tab of YouTube Studio to post a video. It's always at the top of the UI. It seemed deliberately obtuse, let's say that. Well, I had still made the 2 videos and posts, and kept them members only up until that point, so I figured it was okay. But it kept bothering me. I didn't want to miss out on $200, especially after participating in the MVP purposefully. So, the next morning, as soon as they were opened up, I contacted YouTube Creator Support. I was put into contact with an agent named Lee. I laid out the situation to Agent Lee, letting her know that I had posted the 2 members-only videos in adherence to the MVP, but did not use the specific upload button that was in the Memberships tab. I asked if there was some way to change it in the YouTube system so that those 2 counted towards the MVP, like they were initially intended. Agent Lee then gave me a very pleasant message. As long as you were accepted into the MVP, then any members-only uploads would count towards the requirements, so you'll receive your $200 bonus in your YouTube paycheck within 60 days. And that was a big weight off my back. Confirmed that even though I had made a minor error, it would still count towards the program, because it was counting those uploads as towards the MVP anyways. Well, thank goodness! I ended the creator support chat, and Lee was nice enough to email me a copy of the conversation to read back in my email. Now, all that was left was to keep on making stuff, and let that $200 bonus come in naturally. I was very excited to have some extra money in my pocket to put towards certain things, like maybe the funds for a new computer or a new art tablet. It would have been a very useful sum of money to have. Emphasis on would. Eventually I forgot about that whole endeavor altogether, and it didn't really come to mind until about 4 months later. In April, I noticed, oh, I never got my payout for the MVP. I better ask about that. So, I went back to YouTube support on April 29th to try and get it sorted out, and was connected to Agent Raven. I then explained the issue to her. I had been told I'd be getting a payout for my participation in the MVP 60 days after it ended. It's been months since then, and I haven't seen or heard anything. I was asked for screenshots of the email where I was accepted in the MVP, and was then told this issue would be transferred over to the specialist team, and that I would get an email in the near future regarding what to do next. So, I waited. 5 days later, I get an email from YouTube support. Following a review of your account by our specialist team, we have determined that the channel membership bonus has not been applied because the requirement of publishing and maintaining members-only videos was not fulfilled. Therefore, you are not eligible for the incentive at this time. And that's the funny part, because the requirement was fulfilled. And not only do I know the videos and posts in question, but I have a receipt from the last lady I contacted on YouTube support saying that I would be getting paid out. So, I persisted and sent a response email. I gave it the works, sending absolutely every relevant piece of information. The time frame, the amount of videos, the receipt from my conversation with Agent Lee, and the videos in specific I had posted for the MVP, even linking them in the email. I sent it, foolishly thinking it would make a difference. 2 days later, I got a response to my response. This is where I began to get frustrated. I was sent a response with near identical wording to the last one. What do you mean I'm not eligible? I did everything that was asked. What did I not do? And more importantly, why won't you tell me what I messed up? I nearly gave up and let it go. That is, until May 17th of this year, when I thought, you know what? No, I want answers. I'm fine if they don't want to give me the money, but I at least want to know what I did wrong, because I followed the rules to the letter. So, I went into YouTube support a third time, and was put into contact with Agent Isaac. And this was the one that really got me proper annoyed. This time around, I brought absolutely everything. I resent my initial query, because it seemed like the last agents just kind of ignored it originally. I brought links to the 2 posts and 2 videos, and I preemptively sent the screenshot of my MVP acceptance email. Isaac then quickly scurried off to check out the issues on his end, and I waited about 5 minutes. Then, I get this message. Upon checking, it appears that you have already reached out and spoke with one of my colleagues about your question/concern. To maintain continuity and avoid any mix-up with our emails, you may refer to that email instead. Well, yes, I'm contacting you about the same issue again, because it was not resolved. Why else would I be here about the same thing? So then, I began typing out a message asking for a proper reason why. It was a glorious response. It had all the bells and whistles. The grammar was perfect. It had everything. And I would have loved to have sent it, because then maybe I would have gotten an answer. But right as I was finishing typing it, I got a message that I may have left the chat or were AFK. So little Agent Isaac had to close the conversation to help other customers, completely deleting the response I was making in that moment. Which, you know what, it would make sense if you need to help other customers. That's fine if you need to close it out if somebody was AFK. But I wasn't! I was actively typing a message! The YouTube support chat does that little ellipses icon when someone is typing, so I was clearly about to say something. But no, I got shut out. Still no bonus, and still no answer as to why. That same day, I tried to contact YouTube on Twitter to try and get any sort of answer. I made a tweet telling them that after 3 separate chats with YouTube support, my problem had not been solved, and that I needed to speak with someone who could actually do something to help me. And in response, all I got was, we totally understand the urgency to get this resolved, but because you're already in contact with our creator support, and if you need to follow up, you can directly reply to them as they're fully equipped to help you. Well, A, they're clearly not fully equipped to help me, because I've had to contact them thrice! And secondly, replying to them directly doesn't work because they just refer me to their initial response, which didn't tell me anything! I really had nowhere else to turn at that point. I couldn't talk to YouTube support because they would just refer me to the initial email denying me for no reason, and trying to contact YouTube on social media was a bust as well, because they'd just try and send me back to YouTube support. So what the hell was a goose to do? Wait a second. I'm a content creator. I could create content! And now we're here, at this video, at the end of my rope and my wits trying to get a solid answer out of YouTube. So guys, let me ask again, What did I do wrong? I uploaded the 2 videos, made the 2 posts, and kept them that way until the end of the MVP period. And don't tell me that because I didn't post them through the membership tab that they don't count, because I very clearly went to YouTube support and asked about that specific query, and was told that that would not be a problem, and I would be paid out as normal. YouTube, it's been 5 months since then. Where's the money, YouTube? If you're not going to give me my bonus, because honestly, it's not even about that anymore. $200 isn't a huge sum of money, but I would have liked it. At this point, I just want a straight answer as to what I did wrong, because at least then I would know. And then maybe try and be satisfied with the fact that I messed up and just take it on the chin. But I don't think it's even worth it, because I don't think I did anything wrong. You guys just don't have a real reason to deny my eligibility for the bonus. After 4 separate instances of getting into contact with creator support, nobody could give me a straight answer as to what the actual issue was? There's definitely something fishy there. But you know, I'm not the conspiratory type. Maybe the big corporation doesn't want to give the little guy $200, that's fine. I don't care if you guys were bullshitting. Well, actually I do, because I made a whole video about it, but you know, it's just annoying. All I can really do now is get on y'all's ass about it now with this video, since I don't have the money to take anyone to court, and even then it would be like a net loss, because the payout is $200. Or would it be? I'm not sure how that would turn out. Anyways, it's just whatever. I'm over it, but not over it because I'm making the YouTube video. It's just, it pisses me off, dude. I had heard all sorts of stories about how scummy YouTube is when it comes to helping out the creators on their website, but this is the first time I've dealt with it firsthand. And hey, I gotta agree with literally everyone right now, cause this sucks! Hey YouTube, if any non-robot people see this, could I ask for a straight answer to be sent to my email? And if you don't want to give me a reason, just send me the $200. But I know nothing is going to come of this. I'm a YouTube channel with less than 10,000 subscribers. I just thought it would make for some good content to talk about, and to let this be a lesson to any aspiring YouTubers, which is not something you should really aspire to be, but keep this in mind. If YouTube offers you a deal in content creation for some kind of bonus that seems too good to be true, trust me, it is. Anytube, that's gonna be all I've got for today's video. I'm tired and annoyed, and it's just whatever. I'm gonna let my secretary Bonnie show off some fan art and thank the headliners while I talk about some stuff I do on and off this channel that might interest you. If you didn't know, I have a second channel now called Goose's Golden Gallery, and it's where I post all my music, art, outtakes, memes, all sorts of stuff like that. Link in the description, alongside my TikTok, Blue Sky, and Newgrounds. I post, well, let's just say I post. Worst case scenario, you don't follow me, and in that case, the number doesn't increase, so no biggie. I also have a Discord server, the Honk House. That's where me, my friends, and all my viewers hang out and talk, share art, argue in the general chat, and occasionally have game nights and watch parties and whatnot. It's great. Also, hey, become a channel member. You know, the whole reason that this whole video is happening because I didn't get paid out for something involving channel members. You get access to emotes on streams, first dibs on watching new videos, votes to decide on the priority of specific videos, a private channel in the Discord server, your name in the credits of videos, as well as a little doodle alongside your name in the credits roll. To get that doodle, though, you'll have to join the Discord server to let me know how you'd like me to draw your head. Finally, if you have any fan art of me you'd like to share, tag me in it on social media or post it in the channel of my Discord server, and I'll put it at the end of my videos. Okay, I think that's everything from me today. Whew, I'm getting lightheaded from all the voice raising. My name is Goose. I thank you very much for watching. And, YouTube, give me my money, bro. You owe me like $200. What's the deal, man? Okay, bye!